All right, welcome to the S.P.E.D Force podcast, guys. I forgot what episode. This is like 5, I think. All right, so we don't have any topics. We don't have any topics we plan to do today. So I think we're just gonna go off what we want to talk about. Any kind of random stuff. I know, AK, you had some random stuff you were thinking about. You want to go?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, shoot your shit, bro.
Unless you want to go detox.
Nah, I want to hear what AK got.
So, do you know what today's headline that I've seen was? That absolutely baffled me. You do? Oh.
I don't.
It was some dude basically went to Nancy Pelosi's house with a hammer, started beating up her husband, screaming, "Where's Nancy?" And that's some crazy unhinged.
Like a random person is just going up to Nancy Pelosi's house screaming like, "Where's Nancy Pelosi?"
Yeah, she's not even in San Francisco where her house is. She was in like Washington, D.C. So dude is lost, first of all.
Damn.
But he did beat up an 80-year-old man with a hammer. So I have very little sympathy for this asshole.
Yeah, me too, but
it's funny seeing, it's really funny. The thing too I'm seeing is both sides trying to spin it. Like Fox and CNN are like, would be the big, big names, but like left and right side of the media is trying to spin it because this is a chaotic man. Like this would be like if I went and did something insane like that, because he has some really far right leanings and some really far left leanings, at least from what I saw from the most neutral articles, which is absolutely hilarious.
So for what I'm thinking is it should be like an open shut case. From what I'm thinking is like, this guy's crazy, he did something wrong, done deal, right?
Yes.
So
which I'm pretty sure he's gonna go to jail. Like he's like arrested already.
Right?
It happened pretty. Dude, he broke like windows around the house and literally hit Nancy Pelosi's husband with a hammer. At least from the articles I read.
Ah, shit.
Like he actually assaulted somebody too.
Like if
Let me actually double check
a
that.
little bit of research, he would have gone to the exact location where she was. Yeah.
He's on the opposite side of the country. He could have. If he was in Alaska, he would have been more far off, dude.
It was like just a little bit of research, just a little bit.
Come on.
Just you're there, just that you're a couple miles off, right? I'm not advocating for like beating up people, but like for real, like he shouldn't have been like there at the location, just somewhere else, right? So
Yes, definitely.
it's, I don't know. I think the world's going like crazy. Okay, I saw this video that I was like watching recently. Like, are we close? Like, I think like 30% of people here in the United States think we're entering a civil war, or we're about to enter a civil war. You guys agree with that?
On what grounds?
Do I agree that we're about to go to civil war, or that?
Yeah.
I would disagree.
It's like, yeah, me too. It's chaotic, but not to a point where we start killing each other. Yeah. I mean, we're having disagreements.
I hope to God.
Like,
or, yeah.
I mean, we have disagreements, but then, the internet's the internet, and then it hypes up like the most extreme views of like other people, right?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
And then it's like I think most people are rational people, right? And then it's politics. Politics is like sports. Like, I feel like strongly about this view. You cannot change my mind on this view, right? Something like that, right? The same thing with sports. I like this team. You cannot say anything bad about this team. Like, no matter what, this is my team. Same thing with politics, right? That's how I feel.
A lot of people nowadays, and so like us, the three of us, we argue stuff, but I'm gonna be real. When we argue about stupid shit that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But a lot of people in the world, when it comes to things that I don't want to like hyper like fixate or whatever, but things that do matter or important things or like political beliefs and all that, people cannot agree to disagree. It always comes down to I'm right, you're wrong. Yeah. And that's the thing I really like, dang, like you really cannot just be like, hey, that's your point of view, I don't agree, and let's just leave it at that. You know what I mean?
Because everyone wants to be right. That's the thing.
Oh, I want to quote something. I believe, was it Ben Shapiro? I believe it was him. He talked about, especially in the States, you got two types of people. You got the victimized and the victimizer. And no one wants to be the victimizer. So people are going to play the role of the victimized.
Oh, I didn't think that's where you were going with that. I thought you were going someplace else. One of my favorite Ben Shapiro quotes is "Facts don't care about your feelings."
Oh, I love that.
There's a lot of truth in those quotes. Like,
yeah.
It's like it all started with the Bang Bang, but my religion says like it's
love it or hate the man, he makes some sense.
Yeah, he makes good points. But sometimes
he makes good points.
Sometimes he's a little bit extreme on some views, so I think.
And to each own, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And then that's where you can agree to disagree, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't always have to be right. Like some people view Ben Shapiro as a bad person, right?
But people have the need to be right. Like, that's the problem, right?
Yeah. You don't always have to be right, because you're always eventually going to be wrong at some point, right? I feel like...
I think a lot of people are... I'm sorry if I'm talking over you, bud, but a lot of people just aren't okay with not knowing, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're unable to shelve a topic and just put it away for later and not worry about it.
Can I get you guys' opinion on, like, something I've been thinking about?
Okay, wait, before you do, back to what AK said, real quick, just finishing this up. AK talked about people wanting to be, like, not knowing, and, like, they want to be the smarter person and all that. But, people, what was it, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, dog.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You should always seek to have your ideas challenged and just yourself challenged, I think.
Yeah.
It creates a stronger person.
So,
all right, go ahead, Bilat.
My thing is that, some people believe that as you age, you get wiser. Do you think that's true? Like, as you age, you get wiser?
In certain aspects?
Because from what I'm thinking, like, one of my friends that I talk to, like, on a regular basis says, like, oh, my sister, she keeps coming for me for, like, advice. Hello?
Hello? I don't know, my mic cut out again. I think it disconnected or something.
All right, well, you're back.
Yes, I'm back. So I missed out on that, like, minute.
So, one of my friends that I talk to on a regular basis says, like, oh, my sister comes to me for, like, advice because I'm the oldest. And then I told her, just because you're older doesn't mean you're wiser, from what I told her. I mean, you know certain things more than her because you live longer, but it doesn't mean that you know everything, right? You're not some sage that knows, like, the ends of, like, you have, like, a textbook of, like, all the things, like, to know, right?
Yeah.
It just means that, like,
you
live longer.
Omnipotent.
Yeah. You just live longer to experience things. And so, for me, who's always, like, been living, like, inside his room, like, I haven't lived a lot outside, and that I haven't experienced most things like other people should have. So I wouldn't describe, like, I wouldn't say me myself as wise. I just, like, I know a couple things, and then I just get along from what I know. And then I wouldn't describe it as, like, wise, but like, I just know shit. Like, I think I got, like, some people...
That makes sense.
Some people view their life as, like a curve. For me, it's not as curvy, but, it's a crooked line. If you were to, like, draw a line on a chalkboard, it'd be kind of crooked, right? Like, yeah, that's my line. Like, it's got a little bit of wave, but it's straight enough, right? You guys agree with that? Like, as you get older, you get wiser, or is there something that I'm missing?
No, because what you said sounds like a lot of how basically everybody lives. To my experience, like, we all use the limited experience we have to make the best of life. That sounds like exactly what you said. And you just have experiences in different things. Like, just like I have experiences in different things, or Detox has experience in different
I know
things.
you, AK, live in like way more. You're out a lot. Like,
Bruh,
more than
but-
me and D.
But very much like you, outside of professional and like I would say mandatory things I need to do to be a functioning member of society, I'm at home with my fish, hanging out, watching movie videos on YouTube, reading books, playing video games. You know, I just do things on my own outside of it. I'm very, I don't know, closed off, I guess, in my private life. So
Would you describe that as like lazy, like doing your own thing, but you're like say, I'm not saying that you are lazy, but then some people might view it as lazy, right?
Right, I'd say I'm lazy.
I know, but it's like, some people will argue like you could be working on a better career, but it's like, it's too much work, yeah. But that's considered lazy, don't you think? I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying is like that's what it is.
Actually,
right?
I wouldn't say I'm lazy. I'm pretty well content.
About being where you are.
Yeah. And well, because the thing is, you gotta take life a step at a time. Ain't nobody ever went from a zero to hero in one day, right?
Right.
Like Spider-Man took time to learn his powers. Freaking who else is there? I'm trying to think here.
Peter Parker. Yeah, he's an inspiration to everyone. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Is
I
it-
mean, like a NFL
Spider-Man?
player, like they didn't jump out of the womb being a 300-pound, 6'5" linebacker or not linebacker, defensive lineman or O-lineman. You take it a step at a time, a second at a time, a minute every day. You know?
Right. What do you think, Detox? Wait, do you have anything to weigh on that kind of?
Yeah. Yeah, the whole older but wiser thing, I think it's real. I want to say gray, because you know younger people, and like I'm gonna call myself out on this too. You know, at this point in our lives, sometimes, like I said, you know, or AK had said, each of us have different experiences in what we've gone through in our lives, and so there are certain things that each one of us individuals are more knowledgeable about than not just our group, but then like maybe someone else your age. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like, let's say auto repair, right? I'm gonna be real. I know very limited things about the automobile. I know what I need to know, literally nothing more, nothing less. I know the bare minimum, the basics.
Like, I know we've said this before, but like you open the hood of the car and you're like, oh, that's the battery.
Yeah, well,
That's
the engine's
the
still
engine.
there. Yep. All right. Now what?
Yeah.
Like that's the
Yeah.
belt right there. You see the belt?
All right.
Like you gotta replace
It's
the
like-
belt.
What's making that noise? Everything's making noise, bro. Like,
Where's my?
Right?
yeah. But
Like, I think that's where you put the blinker fluid, right?
Jesus! Don't do that.
I wonder if that's why no one uses their blinker. They just haven't filled it. They're trying to use
Right.
it, but they just haven't filled the fluid for it.
I think they make the liquid too hard to find in stores.
Definitely. Where do you guys get your blinker fluid? My brother's a auto mechanic, so I get it from him.
My neighbor hooks me up sometimes with that.
Oh, Roger that. What about you, Bila?
I don't drive. That's the thing.
You don't drive a whole. Poor
Yeah,
boy.
I'm scared of driving. It was like, like people would, because I view a car as like a giant weapon, and it's your responsibility to be safe.
It
Like,
definitely is.
I was like, I could kill somebody with this. Well,
I'm
not
glad
fuck up.
that.
It's like, and then you gotta be respectful of how you use that, you know, the car, right? Like, you're going too slow. All right, speed up. All right, you're on the side of the road hitting pavement. All right, go in, and then
A
everyone.
sidewalk?
So,
Whoa!
you know, like we
Yo!
so know that the road down by the beach, yeah. You hit those little bumps, like you're on that.
Oh, so you're driving braille then, is what
Yeah,
we
it's
call
like,
it
you
in
gotta
my
keep
family.
turning in. Like, oh, fuck. Just steer a little bit more to the left. I'm like, ah. Like,
Is that offensive, by the way, driving by braille?
is it?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
You're not supposed to be on it, from what I've heard.
Yeah, you're definitely not supposed to be on it, bro. That is like a major no.
You're like,
It's supposed to be a smooth ride.
It's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
You think those roads, like, have you seen those on the internet? Speaking of those, like, it's like musical roads, like in Japan and stuff like that, or our way, or even America, where they play songs supposedly, or they have a beat to them.
Yeah, I've seen.
Is that legit, or what do you think? Because I think we have roads that have like dents in them like that, but they don't play any music. They're just there to like irritate you, I guess.
They're real. It's just, it's a marketing stunt from what I've been told.
That's lame. I think that would be a lot more fun.
From what I've heard on the internet, I think it was like one of these like famous YouTubers who did like a video on like this road that got not horribly on, but they built it wrong. It's like these pegs.
Is it a Harpo song?
Yeah, these pegs are not spaced correctly because the measurement was wrong, or it's supposed to be like a specific length, and then they measured those lengths in a weird way, and then the tune is, you can't hear any song. It's just like a bump.
Oh, lame.
Yeah. So I was like, shoot. But they do exist.
Actually, that would wear down really easily too if everyone was driving on it.
Yeah. What's the thing is, how is that a marketing gimmick though? Like, how do I know that you built this road? Like,
I don't know. They have that adopted by the kind people all over the roadways in America, dude. Do you not? Well, I mean, you don't drive.
Yeah, I don't. It's I mean, I want to get
no
over
biggie. Honestly, it's better to go by public transportation if we're talking environmentally.
Oh yeah. I mean, I still get dropped off though. That's the thing. It's like, yeah. I just don't want to deal with people in other cars, right? Is it safer to drive in the morning because there's fewer cars, or is that just like bad thinking on my part?
No, definitely driving like when there's less cars is way safer when there's driving with more cars.
So it's safer in the morning?
Anytime there are less cars than more cars, it's safer.
So at like 3 a.m. is the safest time, right?
Yes.
I mean, generally, if you're awake and alert at that time, yes.
Right,
if you're asleep, definitely not.
I like 12 when I got off at work. It's like people are fucking speeding down the freeway. I'm like, holy shit. Like, those are fucking race cars, man. Like, shit. Like, I don't want to drive that shit.
And yet, people only seem to get tickets like right around now, the last week and a half of the month, huh?
Yeah. No, dude, we've been getting more cops now, right? Have you noticed that?
I have no idea. Nope.
I feel like we got more cops now.
Maybe I just drive at times that they're not on the road then.
I mean, you work morning shifts?
I mean, morning for me would be anywhere from 8 or 9 o'clock to around 10ish. So it's a wide variety of times.
I don't know. I think I can say this safely. Near my place of work, like literally, like from my place of work, you could see the police station nearby. So every day when I'm going on about my business, I see at least like 2 cops on a daily.
Okay. I don't know. I see them. I don't pay them too much attention because I'm not a criminal. I don't do bad things or illegal
I
things.
just feel like there's like more cops. So Detox, you know, you lived around me, right? Like before. Have you noticed there's like an influx of like police cars?
No.
You haven't?
No.
I mean, you live the closest to the police station.
And I must say no.
I feel like...
Okay, wait, hold on.
Police officers don't want to come around my neighborhood.
They love coming
Real
around
quick.
mine.
Real talk.
I wanna finish that thought real quick before I lose it because I've been trying to hold on to it.
Okay, go ahead.
Go for it.
Fire away.
So with the whole you get wiser as you age.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to use these 2 terms in conjunction with one another, and I may be wrong, but to me it sounds right.
Okay. Fire
So
away.
certain individuals, not calling anyone out specifically, just people, as they get older, they develop more of an arrogant mindset
Where they know everything.
where they become ignorant to the knowledge of other people. Because, you know, you could have, like, let's say a 27-year-old male, right, who's worked in the food industry for several years.
Yes.
Right? And then, you know, he goes to a new, let's say he works at a sandwich shop.
Yeah.
And he runs into a 21-year-old manager.
Yes.
And, you know, the 27-year-old, I don't know about y'all, but me personally, sometimes when it comes to listening to people who are younger than I'm a little on the dismissive side, because in my head, I'm like, oh, like,
What
you
do you know?
you're younger than me. How could you know more than me? But it's like, you know, this 21-year-old has been a manager at this establishment for the past 3 years. So like, you know, he knows some
Good
shit.
point. Yeah.
Right? But the 27-year-old, he might be in the mindset where like, nah, screw that. Like, I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. I don't gotta listen to you, even though you've been a manager at this establishment for several years before I was even here. So a lot of people, based on what they've gone through and learned, they refuse to listen to the knowledge and viewpoints of other people, even though
Younger.
who are younger. Yes.
I think that's more of an ego thing. Yeah, that's definitely case by case. Personally, I think that's actually a really good point though. Gosh. Yeah,
majority feel
I have
like
to
that
say,
way.
personally though, I'd have to say though, that actually kind of falls in line with what I was saying earlier. Everyone has their own specific kind of skills. So I would probably trust someone, even like, I'm 25, I think, yeah. If someone was a manager for 3 years, I would sort of trust them and what they're doing. I would like give them the benefit of the doubt if they've had this job for 3 years and they must be doing something right. And if not, then there's some nepotism or some favoritism going on right there. And then that's probably when I'm like, yeah, whatever.
See, if I met a manager like that, I'd be like, wow, this guy really loves his job. Like, if he likes his job, then I have no problem listening to this guy. Even though I'm older, right? Like,
Yeah. I don't know. As long as he can do the job, it's whatever to me.
I try to keep an open mind because, you know, when I was growing up, people always gave me shit. So like, all right, at least I'll hear these people out and then see where they're coming from, you know? Because I always felt like very, I don't know, I tend to like run my mind. I tend to speak my mind instead of like thinking thoughts through, right? And then people get offended. So like, I try to give people the time to like, you know, warm up to me, or for a better lack of a word, right? Like say their piece and then I'll think about it and then go on my day. But what I really hate is when you have like two like managers who are giving you conflicting information. That's just
Then I listen to the top dog. At that point, I listen to number one.
The senior, whoever's more veteran, yeah.
Like, I don't care if like number two is like directly in my department or whatever. If number one tells me something, I'm like, hey, sorry, big boss told me this, so kindly piss off.
Yeah.
You get pissed. It makes me so angry, and like I keep getting that at my job. Like you said this, but you're saying this. So what do you want me to do? So like make up.
Listen to the person higher.
It's like
I do understand your confusion and frustration when it comes. I do understand that though. Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely not ideal.
Like, I just gotta be.
It'd be much better if everyone was on the same page. But
I know.
Not often you get that.
Like, and then so you start talking with other employees. Okay, who do I listen to? It's like, oh, you just listen to this person. Like, all right, got it. I'll listen to this person from now on. And then whatever he says coming out of his mouth, I just disregard.
Because honestly, some managers don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
really
I
don't.
learned that while working. Like, do you know what you're doing? Like sorta. I feel like you're just walking through it, but I'll never say that. But sort of feels like that sometimes. Then they give you shit for like, you made it wrong, but the order's like this. I can't really fix the order because it's like this. Like, what do you want me to do? What? Like, oh, whatever.
When it comes to leadership positions like that, for me personally, I don't know exactly how I word this. I believe in a workplace environment, I try to word it as respectfully as possible. But at that point, when it comes to things like that, when they're in a leadership position, like higher than what I am, in the nicest way, I'm like, all right, I do one of two things. I ask them, okay, show me how you would have done this, like them physically show me and walk me through, or just tell me, what would you have done?
Oh, hey, that's actually a really good one. Great advice.
In the nicest way possible, right?
Yeah.
I would word it differently, but it's like,
yeah, depending on how heated I am.
Yeah,
it's gonna come out a little more respectful or not.
Like, for me, it was like, what do you want me to do? Like, it was like, it's like, show me. Give me an example. Like, I burnt it, but the order's like this. So what? Like, make it again. Like, fine,
they want it crispy?
It's like, they want it extra crispy. I made it extra crispy, but it's burnt. Like,
okay, that's a little bit malicious.
It's like, fine.
What did you say?
Oh my god.
Like, what if? Okay, I don't know, because I've worked in like food industry too, so I'm like, I've never done it, but I always think about when like you hear the stories where people like spit or whatever, do gross shit with your food if you like complain about it or like bring it back. But I've never done that, but there's something paranoid about me that makes me think that. So what would you think if I was like, oh, I want a golden brown crust on my pizza?
I hate you.
You'd hate me? You'd like, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of my goddamn restaurant. Would you fucking piss on my fucking...
You know
would you piss in my drinker soup?
Bro, I'm managing fucking 10 pizzas and like, I want a golden brown crust on my pizza. How about you fuck yourself? No way! Holy shit! I only have like, that happened to like at least 10 pizzas when I was working there. Alright, like, this is a great pizza. Your crust is good, your toppings are good. It's like, thanks. I can't do that every single time. Like, oh my god.
No worries. You just gotta get better at it, bro. No worries. Manage your time more effectively. That's what they're looking for.
I hate you. I get that all the time at work.
That's the corporate response, bro.
I know what it
the
is.
corporate.
It's like,
bro.
we're high on labor costs. Can you get out on time? How about you teach me the right way to do my job? How about that? I would love to get out on time.
You kind of just have to learn how to do it at some point on your own, man. Figure out a way to get the bosses off your back.
I hate that.
Because
it's like what is taking up your
all the time at work.
I'm doing all this shit for them, and like, you seem to be on time. Like, when I look at you when you're working, like, you seem to be on time, but then you're coming out at like 12 o'clock. What's happening? I don't know what's happening. I'm doing all the shit you told me to. Am telling me how I'm doing this wrong? Like,
here's a perfect example. It's a little bit different of how this happens to me, dude. Okay, so like, I have to work a cash register, and we have to balance it out at the end of the day. Make sure it matches up with what the register says, right? Like the drawer matches the cash register.
Yes.
Today I was $13.55 over, and fucking we have no clue. We're investigating for like 20, 30 minutes looking through every transaction. It's like, bro, where did this money come from?
So you pocket that, right?
Yeah, you pocketed it.
No!
Oh, fuck. Damn.
For a free hour?
Oh, we gotta start over. I fucked up.
Oh, Mark.
Hey, my bad. I got a little heated in that moment because I get a lot of shit from management. My bad.
Bro,
he's like, get out on time. I want to get out on time. Just tell me how I'm doing it wrong. That's all I want. Just makes me angry. Like, I would get out on time if someone would do their shit, or I would just like taught the right way. So like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just good at kind of the corporate bureaucratic.
Kiss ass.
I guess, I don't know. Yeah, kiss ass. I guess that would be the best way to say it. Honestly. Also accurate, being real about it.
Do you have ship managers, AK?
I wouldn't say so. They're all pretty good.
Okay, that's good.
In all the jobs I work, a few of them have been bad.
On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate them?
I'd rate most of my managers like 8 or 9 out of 10.
All right.
Because by the end of the time I work there, and most of it, I'm friends with the managers.
That's nice. That's good. Mine's are like
Or
4.
at least on very friendly terms with them.
Mine's are from my scale, it'll be like a 4 out of 10. I'm like, ugh. And you again.
Well,
one of them is like a 5, but the rest of it is like a 4.
it depends. It just depends on what you do. Like food industry is very difficult.
Oh yeah. Like
It's very yeah.
Time-based.
They're very. It's not It's not a laid back. You have to manage your time very effectively and efficiently in a food industry setting.
I feel like
Especially when you're the cook.
I feel like in the food industry, I mean, I guess like, you know, certain
Or
people
restaurant
like it,
industry, I guess, right?
yeah.
but like no one, and if you ask me, it's one of those where no one wants to do it, but people gotta do it, you know?
Yeah. But let me ask. I want to ask you this, Detox. When I say cook, what do you think the cook actually does?
Fucking sit on his ass and bit. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I guess I don't know. When you say restaurant cook, I'm assuming he's got like 4 or 5 different fucking pans going on, 4 different burners, and cooking up several things at a time. That's what like my mind immediately goes to.
Like that's one of the things that a cook does, right? It's like the rest of the thing. So it's under cook. There's other stuff you have to do. So you have to clean.
Well, that's like every job though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, some people are just like, oh, I don't want to be a cook, but you also have to do
Well,
cleaning, you have to do prep.
it depends what kind of cook you are too. If you're a sous chef in a Michelin star restaurant, you ain't cleaning and shit. You might do like clean your utensils and your specific shit.
But you're not doing bottom of the barrel tasks, no way.
Yeah, that's for lowest on the totem pole there.
You're honing your craft at that point.
But yeah,
You gotta pay your dues, and it depends. Like, if you're working like a more kind of fast food or family restaurant kind of biz, then you're gonna be taking on multiple responsibilities, not just being the cook. Because in like a Michelin restaurant or like an actual like a decent one, they have specific cooks for everything, like prep cooks. Like I was saying, your sous chef, your assistant chefs, and all that sort of different
In
stuff.
finer establishments.
Yes, in finer establishments. I've watched a lot of Gordon Ramsay and stuff like that. That's why I love seeing him rip into people.
So it sounds like B-Lot just has to master his craft.
Yeah.
Get on it.
Like I said, manage your time more
I'm trying
effectively and
to,
efficiently.
and management's up my ass. It's like, why aren't you better? Like, I would fucking kill somebody in this fucking building. Like, trying to get better, and then I'm just like, I'm trying. It's like, I just want to make a. I'm new. I'm only here for like 2 months, and I got to bring it up to managers. Like,
That's
yeah, I'm
not
quitting.
super new.
It's my excuse though.
That's kind of a long time.
Yeah, I would say that's a very long time.
Can you hold your breath for that long?
A month? Yeah.
No.
That's a
Well,
long
actually,
time.
Detox, I have been doing research. There are supposedly Indian monks who can hold their breath for months, years at a time.
I'm gonna call bullshit, but all right.
They stay secluded in a cave and meditate. Or some shit like that.
I need a scientist to be in that cave with that monk.
Exactly.
Bro, I might be getting it completely wrong. It might be that they just stay in there and don't eat, and they just
Facts
like
don't
breathe
care
and drink
about your
water.
feelings, aka.
Bro, there is some wild stuff ancient humans have said to have been able to do.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we're pretty from the things we've read or whatever, legends and all that. Dog, we're soft.
What do you mean soft?
Right?
In terms of like humanity and like feats that people have accomplished like in history or back in the day, we're like what we are now, we're soft.
I mean, Hercules is not a real person.
How you know?
Yeah, how do you know?
Were you there?
What about Odysseus, dog? We're pretty sure that's a real person.
Right, it's a book.
I mean, technically, we have evidence Buddha and Jesus both existed
Right.
historically.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So, like, bro,
But what version of the Bible are we on though?
The amplified.
What the uncut version
what?
of the Bible?
I thought it was Dungeon Masters Edition 6, right? No, Edition 666, right?
Mm.
There we go.
There we go. It's like, rah, I missed They got rid of the chapters of one of those Bibles that have verse. After that 1.0 update.
Wait, chapters for what? Of the Bible?
Yeah, so there's like, wow.
Bro, I'm Buddhist. I don't know junk about Bible, bro. I know a little bit, but not a lot.
So what was it? It's broken up into sections, right? Detox.
I mean, I know there's Old Testament, New Testament.
That's like one other thing. That's a thing. A lot of people when they say I read
all the different sections in the Bible.
Yeah,
but a lot of people when they say they read the Bible, they're talking about just the New Testament stuff, because from like I'm a bureau. My knowledge on this is very limited, but from what I understand, some of the things that were described that happened in like the Old Testament and all that, bro, I heard it's some like hardcore shit that like went down.
Like, I don't know a lot, but I know like super specific things. Like, have you guys heard the depiction of historically accurate angels or like Bible accurate angels? They are like horrifying creatures, not like babies and stuff like that. They're like floating heads, eyes with wings and fire, with like they're literal wheels with like an uncountable number of eyes and wreathed in fire and stuff like that. It's some pretty cool stuff.
Wait, the angels?
Yes. Or like, so for example,
I watch Ancient Aliens, so I think they're aliens, yeah?
Okay, wait. So do you guys know what a cherub is? What do you imagine when...
That's like a Pokemon,
yeah? It's a Pokemon, yeah? It's a cherubi. You're saying it wrong. Celebi. Yeah. It's celebi.
No, cherub. A cherub.
It's like a fruit. That's what it is.
Okay. You nerds, this is actually kind of a cool thing. Please, humor me here.
Go ahead.
What do you guys picture when I say a cherub? Fruit? Yes. What do you think, Bila?
A bell?
Yeah, well, most people have the imagine of like, the little babies with angel wings and flying around in classical Renaissance paintings. Mm-hmm. That's what most people think cherubs are, all right? That's what they're depicted as in those Renaissance paintings. What they actually are, according to the Old Testament, are these like fucking or three-headed creatures with the head of a lion, the head of a man, and like the head of something else on it. And they fly around with wings and are also on fire, something like that. Okay?
Chimera?
Like, bro.
Is it a chimera? Did you just describe a chimera?
I love
yes, it's basically a chimera. Dude, historically accurate cherub, or biblically African.
Are you hearing this? I think he's just saying
I am.
chimera.
I'm pretty...
It's a
chimera. I'm kind of hooked into this. It sounds pretty nuts.
Or cherubim. Okay? I will post one in the Discord. The coolest artist rendition. Okay, that is pretty badass. Look at that.
That seems like a Final Fantasy character.
Yeah, if you guys are on YouTube, look up Wendigoon's video for historically accurate. Wendigoon with an N at the end.
Because there's a difference between a Wendigo and a Wendigoon.
Yes, I'm quite aware of it. Or something like, I would say, this even? I don't know. That looks pretty...
Is that the angel thing?
That's the cherubim, dude. Like, these would be kind of like, these are artist renditions of what possibly a biblically accurate kind would be.
All I'm saying is, y'all ever watch Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting those vibes.
Hey. Well,
from what I understand, there's just no specific meaning to anything in the show. From what
Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Yeah, it's such a mind trip. If you like big mechs, this was actually, I'm glad this came about organically. I wanted to talk about mechs. Did you guys see about the South Korean mech suit that just got released? It looks like it's out of Avatar. Yes, I'm glad you've heard about this.
I've heard about it.
Yes.
I thought they had like a robot fight with another mech suit, didn't they?
I have no idea, but I just saw like it was released a while ago. My dream is to either pilot some sort of Gundam or have you guys seen Code Geass?
Yes.
Those mechs?
Oh,
I think that's badass.
I think you can pilot a Gundam in Japan.
Dude, I want a real one where I get to like destroy a
Blow shit up.
destroy a battleship-sized
It's a
target
VR
with
game.
one little.
I want to blow up your house.
My house? Why my house?
And just cause.
It's like a little.
Whoa,
Wait,
whoa,
we
whoa,
want my
dude.
2-story house to be 1-story, yeah?
Yeah, I gotta even it out. It's kind of lucky looking.
Bruh, hey, he
want
can
your
bring
house
you
to
from
look
2
like my
to
house.
0. Actually, maybe he can even make you a basement, bro.
Yeah, make
Hey.
my basement.
Open air basement.
We don't have a basement.
Yeah, that's why you get an open air basement, bro.
You need a basement.
I want a basement. It's so cold.
I think a basement is better than an attic. Hot take.
Definitely, right?
Is it a hot take? I feel like that's a very sensible take. Like,
And I feel like a lot of people have quite fond memories of doing shit in the attic.
gotta be a. I have an attic. It's
Hey,
not
well,
that
though.
big.
There's not a lot of places with basements here, but
Yes.
like, have you ever seen a scary movie with a basement in it? I'm not going down there at 1 or 2 in the morning.
Bro,
Like,
that's
I'll wait
because
until the
it's
next
the
day.
light.
Even if my power is
1 or 2
out
in the
or like the
morning?
boiler's out,
Who
I'll
built
freeze
that
at night.
basement,
I'm not
though?
gonna.
Huh?
I'm not
That
gonna
fucking
go down there and brave the demons.
It's a.
No, first of all,
I'm not braving the
Hey,
demons in the basement at like the witching hour, 3:33
You know,
a.m.
in your
to
specific
restart
basement,
the
yeah,
heater.
I'll draw a fucking cross in your section, yeah? He's like, yeah, you're safe.
Dude,
Well,
wait,
Jesus
actually,
Christ,
you
he's
know
right
what?
there.
If I'm in a Christian area, I will have no fear because I'm Buddhist. Christian demons don't work on me. Right?
I don't believe in you. It doesn't work.
They'll just be like, oh shit, we gotta find another one.
It's like, he's just
Like,
gonna
you
meditate
don't
in
believe
front of
in
us.
his
We can't
voice.
do anything.
Wait. 3 a.m. You have to pick one. Are you walking up into the attic or down into the basement at 3 a.m.? And you're all alone.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'd say the attic is better because at least if there's like some imminent threat, you can possibly survive from 2 to 3 stories. The basement, you're stuck underground. What are you gonna do? Dig your way out?
True.
I don't know, bro. If you ask me right now, I'm gonna say I don't want to do either, but I have to pick.
Yeah. Because I imagine with my luck,
I say attic.
have you ever
Attic,
seen
yeah.
Return of the Living Dead? There's a specific scene that comes to my mind where like everything goes wrong for this person. Like they get trapped in a basement with a zombie, and then they're trying to get up the stairs. They trip down the stairs. They start crawling back up. Like one of the stairs like breaks and they fall through, and then they just get eaten after that. And it's like I feel like that would happen to me.
You see,
Knowing
I'm
my
not
luck.
an idiot, so I'll go down in the basement. That's what's gonna happen. My stairs are gonna be made out of fucking solid steel and fucking stick proof, and then a fucking slide that goes up. That's what's gonna happen.
With you and what money, Fry Cook?
Ooh, me personally, I wouldn't take that.
Come on, SpongeBob. Nah. Nah, just gotta make sure it's reinforced. Just during the daytime, you reinforce it, right?
Yup.
Power of sunlight drives away the demons.
All right. Well, I wanna highlight something that okay. So AK, earlier you talked about the Nancy Pelosi thing, right?
Yes.
So that's kind of like that's current, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask you guys: I've seen this within the past 2 weeks. I've seen several of these videos. And if I'm wrong or if you're aware, correct me because I didn't watch them all the way. But out in places outside of the states, you got people like you got German. I don't know if you want to call them activists or protesters or whatever, but they're going to these
All the
art museums.
environmentalists.
Yeah, they're going to these art museums.
Giving environmentalism a bad name. Okay, well, they're all protected and stuff like that, so there's no damage. They're just like making a big fuss and being annoying.
But still, that hurts their, the
Image,
the thing
exactly.
they're trying to.
Yeah.
I think they're in the camp that any press is good press. But they just come out as a bunch of whiny assholes, if you ask me. But
Wait, is it peaceful protest though?
No, it is not.
Here's one thing.
But no one
Actually,
got
both
hurt
of
though.
these.
That's the thing.
I mean, it's more like mischievous protests, I guess.
It's more of but they're disturbing a public peace.
Yeah. Disorderly protesting. Then, yeah.
How are they disturbing the peace?
I mean, like they're gluing themselves to the art.
And
They're like gluing themselves to the wall, like, and screaming and yelling in the museum while people are trying to like enjoy the art. Like, come on.
I thought they just spilled like soup on a painting. But,
No, they've been doing this stuff for a while too, man.
Oh,
Like constantly. It's kind of annoying. I wish they would stop and figure out a better way because if anything, they're making me want to listen to them less, especially with the way they do it. You've seen the videos, right?
Yeah.
They're just screaming like.
No. So they go out to a painting, and there's usually at least two of them. They'll go up to a painting, and they open up like these. I just want to say like cans of soup or whatever, and they'll like throw it at the painting to deface the like at face value what it looks like, and then they'll go ahead and like kneel down, get out their backpacks, and then they'll super glue their hands, and then they'll smack it backwards against the wall behind them, and then someone's recording, and they're gonna spiel their message, and if like someone tries to remove them or someone like in the public like a civilian is trying to say something back, they'll just scream and be like, hey, like it gets ridiculous.
That's exactly that's what turns me off. Exactly that. And I know that's very petty, but like I mean, look at what they're doing.
Yeah. It's just
that's just as, if not more petty.
Okay. Forgetting like everything that they did, what are they trying to advocate?
For better environmental protection policies to go into place.
So how do we draw attention to the issue that they're proposing? So, because apparently doing that gets attention, but doing that...
I don't know. I think it turns off more people to their message than actually lets them listen, because it shows them as uncharitable, first of all, and willing to interrupt everyone's good time for anything. And even if it's for a good cause, no one likes their leisure or the time that they're taking to enjoy something on their own time taken away from them like that, right? And disturbed like that.
I feel
like, for example, if someone did that like in front of your place of business, you'd be like, bro, shut up. Can you like stop? Like if some vegan protesters came in front of your restaurant, it was like, these guys contribute to cruelty to animals and no, and start, I don't know, throwing tomato soup, I guess. That would be like the vegan appropriate weapon, right? Since you can't use any animal products.
Like, do you realize that could have fed like somebody? Like, yeah, they were advocating for like more food or something, but then they threw soup.
See, but exactly, I don't even know their message because of the stupid stuff that they did to get that attention. If you want my attention and for me to listen, you need to be respectful in the way I'd say you approach me. Wouldn't you say that? That's more appropriate, like.
So like how the Mormons do it, right? Like you approach me and then right? Am I wrong?
Not even just that, with like some decent respect.
Yeah,
because at least
I got stopped by a Mormon at a bus stop.
He's not saying that Mormons are he's just saying in general.
Oh yeah.
It's like
I'm just saying in general, like just having like interacting with someone with a level of respect. Because like instantly when you do stuff like that, you're showing, oh yeah, I don't respect any of the things you're doing right now or any of your time. Here, I'm going to ruin it, so you have to listen to what I say. And it's kind of selfish.
That's very childish too.
And yeah, it's like a temper tantrum, dude.
I was just about to say, you're pretty much throwing a tantrum.
Out in public.
Out in public, yeah. I mean, I feel for them, but it's like, is that a right way to do it?
Yeah.
And the answer is like no, but how?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like rationalize how to be like, how do I get this message without, going to extremes?
Well, I don't want to rationalize it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing too. This kind of relates back to that Nancy Pelosi hunter, I guess you'd call him, right? Dude, like the Associated Press headline is, "Where's Nancy?" Is what he exclaimed, and I was like, that's what stuck with me. I was like, yo, this guy is bugging. But like, how is it that the people who are in control of things, we have no way to hold them accountable, so to speak, or like to really get their attention and really iron something out, right? Like, if we're in a healthy society, we wouldn't have people trying to hunt down our politicians, right? We'd be able to like, hey, I have these concerns with you, and we need to figure them out, right?
Right.
Like, cause I mean, how does the U.S. federal government, they reach a point where like, oh, we can't come to agreement, so all federal services shut down. God, I was like, sorry guys. I was like, bro, your job is to keep this country running. How is it a regular thing that we allow it to come to a grinding halt? That's one thing.
I got one thing I want to chime in with that. This is super insignificant, by the way. So back when there was that shutdown, I couldn't tell you what high school it was, but apparently there's a high school that won or had a trip to the White House. And, you know,
and it was during the shutdown?
Yes. So, you know, the White House people, I don't know, I've seen things on TV or movies and stuff, you know, and I assume when you go to the White House, you know, they're going to feed you or they cook up certain things or yada, yada, yada. You know what this high school was fed at the White House?
Was it McDonald's?
McDonald's. They were fed McDonald's.
I remember that. I swear there was a college team that got that, like a college football team that got that reception as well. That was pretty funny.
Oh my!
I just thought that did not work.
Do you think, love or hate Trump? His presence was absolutely hilarious in the White House. Like, love it or hate it, there was some pretty hilarious things that came out of it.
It definitely shook the world.
You remember?
Yes,
you
like
Covfefe?
Huh?
Who?
Covfefe, right?
Covfefe?
I have no idea.
That bill or whatever. Covfefe? I'm pretty sure it was Covfefe.
No, I have no idea. But like,
that's one of his tweets.
And do you think that Trump got like a sponsorship from McDonald's for serving McDonald's and stuff like that? Do you think like McDonald's gave him like, hey, thank you very much, Mr. President?
I don't think so.
They just took that free press and ran with it, huh?
I think so.
Good enough for the President of the United States. Good enough for you. Do you think Trump actually eats McDonald's?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
definitely.
So BuzzFeed did a thing, and I could be completely out of left field here, but I think they did a thing where they're like, oh, we're gonna follow the president's diet or something for a day.
Mm-hmm.
And McDonald's was involved, and I could be wrong, but from what I swear I remember was, yo, homie drank like a bajillion Diet Cokes in a day.
Hey, yo, see, Trump really was the people's president.
Hot take, Diet Soda. I'm quite fond of, you take a can of Diet Coke, you crack it open, take a sip, throw it in the fridge, and then I'll drink it the next day because I like it when it's flat.
Interesting. I just don't drink soda. I drink water, bro.
I drink sparkling water and stevia.
Oh, you drink like LaCroix and that, huh?
Yeah, that's my water for the day.
Sorry. Bro, that's where all your money goes. That shit be expensive.
I don't
Just get one of those machines the kind your water bottle, bro.
Hey, I get discounts at fucking Longs.
Carbon dioxide poison your water. You know, that stuff is corrosive to your teeth.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm drinking water though. That's simple.
I say that, but I chew ice on a regular basis. So, like,
oh yeah.
Worse off, right? I love chomping on frozen water.
Do you want to grind your teeth or want to corrode your teeth? Which one it is?
You know, I say grinding because at least then I can grind them to be like Shark Boy.
Even? Oh.
Like who? Wait, who did you say?
No, I'll just say like make them all even.
Oh. Nah. Get some sharp pointed psycho teeth.
We could go see a dentist, Detox. So, how's your mouth? Still okay?
Not bad. No mouth in, yeah.
What happened?
There was a time. This is like a year ago at this point, or a little bit ago. No, yeah, it's more. I think it was more than a year at this point. I was chilling at Bilot's house, and throughout the night, I was just like out of it because my tooth was just like killing me.
I see.
I'm chilling now.
Okay, that's good.
But is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? That's the thing.
It's a thing. I don't want to think about it.
The pain is gone. I'd say that's good, right? That's a positive outcome.
All nerve endings that were there are dead.
That's the thing.
I think you noticed that though, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a
You still feel the tooth?
What happened, Ike?
You still feel the tooth?
Yeah.
Nah, it's still there. Your nerves aren't dead.
Oh.
I don't know why. What were you doing there at Bilot's house?
Eating, sleeping,
smoking. No, I don't know. I'm say smoking.
Slapping on the knob.
Wasn't that day?
I'm doing your job. It wasn't that day. He was slapping on your knob and doing his job.
I don't know. Honestly, I think this is really vague. I think I was just munching on some. Like, I think I was eating some like pointed chips, like Doritos or something. Dude. And I fucking crunched down on it hard at like the wrong angle, and that was like immediately.
Okay, I was gonna say like some of the like kettle cooked chips are like that, where like my teeth and gums get sore after I eat them.
Yeah.
But Not like Doritos, dog. Maybe you're just weak, or maybe I'm just built different.
I think I have like jaw problems though. Because when I like,
Come here, I'll fix it for you. Let me knock you out.
no, I think no, like for real, like my muscles in my jaw. When I eat something like really, really chewy, it gets like I get like fatigued and like my jaw starts to hurt. I'm like, am I only getting older, or is like?
I mean, that's definitely part of it, yeah.
I was like, did I just fuck up my jaw like that much to have it like, oh, I can't chew stuff like, because it's not a tooth thing. I know it's a tooth thing because my teeth actually hurt. Like you know that part where your jaw connects to your like your face, or like your cheek part, and, like that hurts. I'm like, it feels like I'm getting like a workout in with my jaws. That's the thing. It's like I don't think I can chew gum anymore. Or,
oh, see, I think I completely bypass that because I chew gum like religiously.
Like, what's eating your fucking?
That would be way better than chewing ice constantly, huh?
Well, he's getting sugar though. That's the thing.
Sugar-free gum, dog. What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like 99% of gum that's out there is like sugar-free.
Sugar-free.
It's still well, you could argue that. What is it?
Yeah, well, I would argue you're burning more calories chewing than getting from that like gram of sugar, bro.
But what about your teeth though? What's the thing?
Oh, here we go. Back to sugar.
It's like, and there's no sugar in stevia, like right? I mean, there's sort of sugar, but then you have
think
some.
1 gram of teeth is really gonna rot your teeth out?
No.
What is it? I swear there's like a fake brand of sugar.
They're gonna do it.
Yes, that's a lot more. That's like 20, 30 grams of sugar in some sodas, bro.
And he's chewing on 0 sugar gum, so how's that different?
Just the amount of quantity, dude.
Of sugar? There's no sugar.
Of like the sugar replacement, like there's some studies where sugar replacements are sometimes.
So his has sugar replacement too. Why is it sugar replacement also?
Hold on.
It's the same thing.
Because
okay, well, what would you rather have? Would you rather breathe in like
carbon dioxide?
No, you can't even breathe 2 gallons of water in. Would you rather breathe like 3 cups of water or 1 cup of water? Or would you want your lungs completely filled with water or like only partially filled with it? What do you think would feel better?
They both feel bad.
Would be better for you.
I think
what would be better for you?
my lungs completely filled with water, my body's like, all right, dog, you ever heard of osmosis? I got you. And it's gonna suck oxygen
all that
if
water.
your lungs are filled with water, you be dead. Like you can't breathe.
So if my lungs are filled with water,
you don't die as soon as you.
Do you want to drown, or do you want to drown?
Fills your lungs?
Like in a later date. That's what you're saying to me.
But the thing is, what do you think would be better for your body? Having your lungs completely filled with water, or having like 10% of your lungs filled with water?
What would my body feel like is better? None. Like if you.
If you have to choose, like you're getting water in your lungs.
Liquid in your lungs, you're fucked. That's the thing.
Alright, so
bad.
But here, I am making this like way overblown comparison, so you understand my point here. Dude.
Okay.
Like, what is worse off? Having your lungs, okay, I'll say this. Having your lungs 50% filled with water versus 10%, which is arguably better for your overall health, B-Lock.
Okay, it'd be 10, but still, it's bad.
Right?
There we go.
There you go. There's my argument there. So, therefore, you drinking your sugar-free soda is way worse than chewing
I don't think that's like
sugarless gum.
I mean, there's a difference, but like, what is it for our teeth? I think. Well, how do we get it?
Way worse.
In terms of
you're also getting carbon dioxide and all sorts of the other flavorings and other junk that they put in that soda.
But I burp it out though. That's the thing.
Okay, wait.
It's still going all in your mouth, all through your teeth, and all the crevices and cracks in your mouth and gums, bro.
So is the saliva? Like, he has sugar in his saliva. It's like it's sugar saliva, and I have sugar soda water. What's the difference?
But let's get off of this silly argument. What are you saying, Detox?
I'm just gonna say, so in the scheme of the human dietary requirements, if I'm wrong, tell me shut up. I believe sugar is in the mix at some point. Am I wrong?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
so a certain amount of sugar. Yeah.
It's because sugar's in fruits. Well, the reason why we eat fruits instead of straight up sugar is because fruits have fiber.
You sound like a fruit right now.
How am I supposed to take that comment? It's like
you sound like a fucking mango
cherry,
right now.
Detox.
You sound like a fucking mango. No, you sound like a kiwi right now.
Ew.
Look, kiwis are cute though.
Kiwis are gross. Yuck.
Give me your gun. Give me your gun, AK. I'll shoot you with it right now. Here.
Whoa. Why would I ever give you a gun if you said you wanted to shoot me with it?
Doc, you want to
Isn't that how it works in the world nowadays?
No, what the fuck?
I want to win my argument. I need your gun right now.
No, I don't want. My personal grip against you. I just don't want you to win.
Wow, that feels like every FPS game that we played together, huh?
Brian,
I just don't want you. I knew it. I knew it's your fault. That's why I always fucking lose.
Yeah, I don't mind losing. I just don't want to win.
That feels like every fucking game we play together. It's always you. It's always your fault. I'll blame you. I'll blame you after this Overwatch game. It's like, it's fucking your fault. Why are you charging in? If you guys stay with the group, what the fuck is happening?
That's how you know Detox cares about you. Because I'm pretty nice to most people, but like my brothers who I really care about, whenever like we compete with anything, we're absolutely trying to hamstring each other in every aspect possible. Like when we take pictures, we all tippy-toe as much as possible and we try to hide it. So we go to the back row and we tippy-toe so people can't see it in the picture. Or like if we're okay, for example, we're at the beach one day, we're racing, okay? Me being the swimmer for high school for 4 years, I'm probably gonna dursk everybody there, right? So you know what my two older brothers do? They both grab me, pull my leg, and like pull and push off of me. I was like, hey, you fucking assholes. And so I lose the race. Because we're only doing like a 10, 20 yard race there.
I get be the main
pushed like 5 yards behind the start line.
Sounds like a skill issue to me, but no.
It would have been like a straight up.
But I also do stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Like I was coaching my younger brother, the high school swim team when my younger brother was swimming in it, and we'd race sometimes. So what I would do if we got close, if we were close enough to each other on a flip turn, I would try to pinch him. Or like pull on his drag on his swimsuit or something.
Yeah.
Or like do anything to distract him and get in the way. And honestly, it's more for the mischief and making trouble than anything.
And yeah.
Yeah. Then
beneficial.
Yeah.
God.
You know, you could say that's toxic, but we just play around like that.
I mean, it's not toxic unless the other person knows it's like for laughs, right?
Yeah.
It's
I mean, we're all participating in it. We all get our licks and we all give them too.
Yeah. It's like, you know what I'm doing. I'll just let it slide, yeah? That's what it is. Right. I think we want to end it there, yeah? That seems like a good place to end it.
I'm content.
Yeah.
You could be an asshole when you want to, yeah? Just to your friends, though.
Yeah. Make sure, for the most part, it's consensual. I mean,
it's consensual.
I mean, I know we said we're gonna. I mean, I know we're gonna finish it here, but a good point is have you ever heard East Coast people talk to people? They just talk mean.
It's vile.
Yeah, they just talk rudely. That's just a thing.
Alright, just end it there, yeah. That feels like a great place to end it. Alright, how about I go, AK you go, and then E you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm B-Lot.
I'm AK.
And I'm Detox.
And this is the S.P.E.D Force podcast. I'll see you next time.